So what does it mean to uproot a theocracy? To knock this thing down, to fight against this thing? It's not just enough to talk about racial justice. It's not just enough to talk about the economic consequences of the drug war. Not just enough to talk about the economic futility and wastefulness of this. It's not just enough to talk about this in terms of pragmatism and of health and reducing HIV and reducing Hep C and allowing people to live better lives. It's not just enough to talk about it in those terms. Because ultimately we have to talk about this in yet another way as well, and that is in using the words freedom and liberty. We are fighting for freedom and liberty. When the progressive movement in this country talks about justice and equality and all the powerful things we're fighting for, but forgets to talk about freedom and liberty, when we pretend and when we forget and effectively cede those terms and those values to people who do not really believe in those terms, then we are undercutting ourselves. When those of us in the United States think about who we are and how we relate to our history in this country, one of the fundamental questions we have to ask ourselves is, what does this thing mean to us? What does this thing mean to us? Is this just a symbol of oppression by America and other parts of the world? Is that, or do we embrace just that symbol? Or is that thing also a symbol of freedom? Is that the thing that we wave when we're talking about ending the war on drugs? That American flag symbolizes our Bill of Rights and our Constitution and our basic American freedoms. And when we go someplace and we allow those who are the drug warriors of the world, those who are the oppressors of the world, those who are the representative of the state, to say that is our symbol, that's when we say, wait a second, this is ours too. This is what we're fighting for, fundamental freedom.